going to tell you why poor people and middle class people feel like everything's expensive. I'm going to show you why. Everybody ready? Yes. This is you. Resource. Okay? So you are the resource. But as the resource, you have an asset. The asset that you've been programmed to use to get money is your time. That's right. Time. Now, so what you do is you sell some time, and when you sell some time, then you get some what? Money. And then when you get some money, then you can go buy the thing you want, right? So let's say the thing you want is a car. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. This is the real reason. Okay? So you go buy the car. And so you go out and you work, and you spend this time to get this money. Now, once you spend the time to get the money, let me ask you a question. Once you spend the time to get the money, do you still have the time you used to get the money? It's gone. You never get it back. It's gone forever. So now, you just traded a limited resource for not a limited resource, limited asset. You traded a limited asset for a depreciating asset. Okay? Because it's a depreciating asset because money becomes worth less over time. Does that make sense? Because of inflation and taxes. Okay, perfect. Then you trade your depreciating asset for a depreciating liability. And then eventually, this depreciating liability becomes worth nothing. So the reason poor people and middle class people feel like everything is expensive is because they pay for everything with money they've exchanged their time for. And so when you look at the price of something, you think you're thinking about it in terms of how much money it costs, but you're really thinking of subconsciously how much time it costs. And so what happens is when you look at a $100,000 car and you make $100,000 a year, you're asking yourself, is this worth a year of my life plus interest? What you're really doing, if you live like this and you continue to live like this without attempting to do it God's way, then what's going to happen is you're actually perpetually turning your life into more nothing. I'm not being condescending. Can y'all feel that I'm saying this because I love you? Like I would love for all of you to live this way. That'd be amazing. Okay, so to live what way? That's a great question. So I'm going to show you how God set it up. From the very beginning, this was God's original design for how you're supposed to make money. How do I know? Because what's it about? Okay, so let's start with this. This is God. God is not a resource and he's not an asset. God is the source. The source of what? Everything. God's the source of everything. I am made in his image. I'm made in the image of God, which means I am the resource. Y'all tracking? Yes. Now here's what's amazing. What part of me is made in the image of God? Well, it ain't my body. My body's not made in the image of God, right? So what's made in the image of God? Well, what's made in the image of God in me is my creativity. How do I know that? Because God is love, God is righteous, God is holy. But that's not the first thing he talks about himself. What's the first thing he tells us? God tells us about God. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Why do you say that? Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think he did that? God plagued me. I'm like, why would God create heaven and earth? He doesn't need anything. Oh, because he is creative, and therefore it is his nature to create. So God creates as an expression of his creativity. The first thing he tells us about himself is that he's creative. The first thing he tells us about us is that he created us in his image, which means he created us to create stuff and he made us to make stuff. So what I do is I take the part of me that's like God, and it's not like a star like the sun, but I have this thing called creativity. And so, to me, nothing feels expensive. Because creativity is my infinite asset. What do I mean infinite asset? Like, if I use creativity, if I use my creativity to create something, do I still have creativity? Oh, so it's not depleting. It's not evaporating. Oh, this is so good. And so, poor people and middle class people pay for things with money they exchange their time for, but rich people, we pay for things, do not miss this, according to our creativity.